Hello everyone, it's Alex from Alex's English class. Tonight I'm going to introduce you a book called Half Magic by Edward Eager. There were 4 children named Jane, Mark, Katharine, and Martha. Jane was the oldest, Mark was second, Katharine was third, and Martha was the youngest. But one day they found a actual metal coin. Then Jane says she wished that a fire occurred. But then they heard fire sirens. A child-sized fire, a little fire, had actually been on a playhouse nearby, which was actually very surprising. Their mom also took that coin and said, "I wish to be home." And then she was halfway home, and she came back very fine. And so the 4 children found out that this coin was a magic charm. And secondly, that it only actually gives half charms, like their mom, coming to home halfway, and the fire not being a big fire and a small fire. This actually proved it, and a third thing also proved it. Martha was sitting on Jane's bag, and then she wished Carrie would talk, and then Carrie was half talking. But then Mark told Martha to give him his skates, and then he went out to skate. While going, he actually wished for the skates to go faster, but it only went faster half. While going, he wished for the guys to come back from vacation, and then while going around, he saw ghostly friends playing baseball. Third, he wished for the dog to be alive, and then it was half alive. But then Jane and the others found out that he took the charm without knowing, so they traced Mark. But then Mark said, "I wish to go to a desert island." And then they all went to a desert island. And there, they were so hot, Mark took off his skates, and then the charm went into the sand, and they had to find it. But a person nearby helped them, and they went to actually go together. But while going, Martha took off her shoes, and then a charm came out. Then the person helping them took the charm and didn't give it back. So Mark took it back and then made the person who helped them go a quarter mile away from them, and then they went back home, which was the end. However, this was not. Now it was Katharine's turn to do on this magic charm, and she actually wished to go to meet King Arthur, and then everything changed around them, and then they went into history. They met actual Merlin the wizard and King Arthur and also Knight Lancelot, and played a tournament with him also. Merlin told them this was old and powerful magic, and he did some wishes for himself, and then told the children to go back. So they went back. Now they were at a theater and was watching a movie, but then Martha slept onto Jane's bag, and then she said, "I wish I was not here." And then And then half of her went out. She was a ghost now. Half of her was a ghost. And then she told this to Mr. Smith. And while going, Jane said, I wish I'd never known about this charm. And then she was half known about this charm. But while going, she wished to actually find out what that was. And so her memory came back. And they found Martha. And Martha wished to come back. And she was in her actual form. Then their mother saw Mr. Smith and they became friends and then married. However, the 4 children found out that the magic charm was now done with its magic. However, there was one wish left, and this time it was only Jane alone. And Jane wished for her father to come back, and half of her father came back. And then they decided to put this coin back on the sidewalk. They found it. And then a little girl found it. And they decided to tell her the secret, but they didn't. And they didn't know what they wished for. They vanished in thin air. They wondered what magical adventures they would do, the little girl and the baby she was actually putting on her arms. But after a long time, the 4 children knew the answer. Okay, today I introduced you the book Half Magic by Edward Eager. And next time I'll come with a different book. Bye-bye. See you next time.